So let's talk about this Pisces season. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. I really apologize for posting this video late. It has been a rough few weeks. I've been traveling a lot, but better late than never. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the best way to make the most of this final season of the astrological year and what this Pisces season will mean for your individual sign. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. So let's find out the best way to make the most of this energetic opening. The sun shifts into Pisces Tuesday, February 18th at 10:06 a.m. Universal Time. Pisces is the last sign of the Zodiac and the final phase of the astrological year, which means Pisces embodies the lessons, experiences, and energies of the previous 11 signs of the Zodiac. This 4 weeks of Pisces season will be the most powerful manifesting season of the previous cycle. And the way to optimize this energy is by realizing you don't need to control in order to create. If a step feels forced, pause. If it feels natural, take it. Pisces season is about shifting from controlling to aligning. Hold certainty in the vision that you have for yourself and trust that the necessary steps will be revealed to you. So let's celebrate all of those creative, adaptable, compassionate Pisces out there as we all use the intuitive connection of the Pisces sun to tap into the power to manifest our dreams into reality by releasing control and starting each day with the question, what feels aligned today? Happy Pisces season. Now let's find out what this Pisces season will mean for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 12th house. So Aries, this is going to be a crucial 4-week period for you. The reason I say this is because not only are we in a 9 universal year, which is all about the realizations of the collective and what needs to change, but this is Pisces season, which is the last sign of the Zodiac and the final chapter of the astrological year, and the season right before your season, which is the start of the astrological year. So for you, very specifically Aries, this is going to be a time where you are meant to assess your life situation and truly identify once and for all what you know is not working and ask yourself, okay, what am I going to do about this? Does something need to come to an end? And if not an end, then what adjustments need to be made in order to create the changes that will lead the situation that's not working to a place where it can become something that is workable? You are a problem solver, Aries. You don't like to sit in discontent or in a scenario that you know is going nowhere. So if there is any area of your life, whether it be with a relationship or a work situation that you know is not working, this Pisces season will be the time where you are meant to take the necessary steps to resolve the situation. Now, the reason this is so crucial is because if you do not do this, this will be you telling the universe that you still need to learn self-love. And when you aren't learning a lesson from a current challenging situation, the universe has no choice but to give you more intensely challenging situations as an attempt to force you into learning the lesson that you're meant to learn. The thing is, we are always in a constant state of change. That is the one guarantee in life. Things will always be changing. They will either change for the better or they're going to change and get worse, but they will always change. And the key is recognizing this fact and also recognizing the power that you have to influence whether things do change for the better or not. And as an Aries, a cardinal energy, as a leader sign, you absolutely have the ability to establish what you know you want, what you know is right for you, and then to take the steps to bring that vision to life. But it sometimes takes letting go of something that is difficult to let go of, or taking a step that is sometimes difficult to take. And this Pisces season will be all about taking that step. Now, the great news about this is not only will you be showing the universe that you have learned self-love if you take these steps, but right after Pisces season, you will step into your rebirth season, and the more resolution and release you have and you experience during Pisces season, the more new open space you will have to now manifest the people and the experiences and the overall reality that you envision for yourself. So Aries, use this 4 weeks of Pisces season as a spiritual awakening where you connect to your truth, the truth of what is working for you and what isn't, where you connect to your strength, the strength to take steps to tend to what isn't working. This way you will find your inspiration to envision and establish what it is that you want to manifest as you step into your season. This way your season is a true new beginning of excitement, a true rebirth for you, and a new start of a major momentum phase that shifts 2025 into a very lucrative and fulfilling year for you. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 11th house. So Taurus, do not miss this opportunity. Pisces is the strongest manifesting season of the 12 seasons of the Zodiac, and this will be transiting through your 11th house. So you want to make sure and capitalize on this opening. 2025 has been no joke so far. It's a 9-universal year, which for the entire collective signifies a final chapter before a grand new cycle begins. For you, this culmination is focused on your social circles, your long-term goals, and the community that you wish to build around you. Think of it this way. You've done a lot of inner work over the past few seasons. Now the sun is shining on the part of your chart that rules your hopes and your dreams and your alliances in life. This is your cue to look at the bigger picture and ask yourself, who am I aligning with? What do I stand for? How can I leverage my social connections to create something truly meaningful, both for yourself and for the world? This moment is about deciding which relationships and aspirations still resonate with the next level version of who you are, and which of those relationships and aspirations need to be left in the past. Remember, this 9-universal year energy gives you no more grace period of half-hearted goals or unfulfilling relationships. The universe is challenging you to see just how much you can accomplish when you commit to your most expansive dreams. It all starts with identifying what's ready to shift. Where have you outgrown certain groups and habits or dreamscapes that once inspired you but now feel limiting? Where do you sense that spark of, I'm done playing with small energy, especially when it comes to your social life and your professional networks or your future plans? Let the signs that the universe is giving you guide you. If you've been craving a group or a cause that truly reflects your heart, now's the time to seek it out or create it yourself. Embrace the new energy of this next phase, but make sure you follow through with tangible action. The 11th house isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about banding together with like-minded souls to make real change. Network with people who share your vision. Raise your online presence to spread a message that really matters to you. Show the universe and yourself that you're not just talking the talk, that you are walking the walk. Taurus, you have the steadfast, practical magic to bring bigger than life ideas into reality. This is your time to turn the intangible into the tangible. So drop the old stories of why you can't do something or why you didn't do something or why things may not have worked out in the past. Commit to taking your seat at the table where big ideas, collaboration, and shared visions thrive. Over the next 4 weeks, you have the perfect window to create a seismic shift. By the time Aries season rolls around, ushering in the new astrological year, you could really be stepping into that fresh energy with a whole new network of supporters, a whole new network of mentors and allies at your side, plus the confidence to aim even higher. Challenges may arise, yes, but you are ready, Taurus. Opportunities may show up unexpectedly, and you're gonna have a stable foundation to really meet those opportunities with confidence. The key question you're gonna ask yourself each day of Pisces season and for the rest of 2025 is, does this choice I'm about to make align with the future that I'm creating and the people that I want to grow with? Does it align with that energy? Let that guide your choices, your circle, and your actions. Stay true to that idea and that question, and you'll find that this final chapter of the astrological year is actually your launching pad, catapulting you into a brand new era of growth, community, and shared success, which is very exciting, Taurus. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 10th house. So Gemini, this is it. In this intense 9-universal year of 2025, where we're all closing out old cycles, this transit for you marks a pivotal moment to step into your true path of purpose, especially when it comes to what it is that you do for a living. You've likely been feeling the weight of expectations, both from yourself and from the people around you, especially as you sense that this grace period that we have is over. By that I mean, because this is a 9-universal year, the time for anything to end that needs to end is right now. It's time for the old versions of yourself, the ones that doubt your ability to excel in the public eye. It's time for those to fade away. The 10th house is asking you the question, what legacy do you want to build in your life? What dreams do you have that you've been putting on the back burner, and why aren't you all in on them yet? Take an honest look at where you're ready for change. Ask yourself, are you tired of playing small at your job or hesitating to apply for a promotion or to launch your own business. And also, you don't have to be thinking larger than life. Everybody doesn't want to be a CEO and everybody doesn't want to be a billionaire, but just ask yourself, are you doing the things that you know you genuinely want to do? And I know life right now has a lot going on around us that is very uninspiring, but you have two choices. You can either give into that and be miserable on your path, or you can say there's certain things I can't do anything about, but the one thing I can do something about is my own personal life. And because of that, I'm gonna just try to make the dreams that I have for myself come true in the midst of the chaos that's going on around me. That's the reason, and this is the time to say no more. Either I evolve or I devolve. Challenge yourself to see what you're capable of when you really go all in, Gemini. No sign is more capable of coming up with quick, clever plans to get insanely great results. It starts by fully owning your responsibility in every corner of your life. And during this Pisces season, this will relate mostly to your professional world. And it's true, you may not have control over everything, like how a boss behaves or who hires you or who doesn't, or the conditions at your workplace. But you always have control over how you respond to any given circumstances. And your responses create the ripple effect that shapes your reality. Once you recognize how powerful your choices are, you'll see that you're far from powerless, Gemini. And of course, celebrate any momentum or fresh energy that you're feeling, but remember to put it into action. The 10th house is nothing if not results driven. If you're dreaming of a new title or a new career or even stepping onto a bigger stage, now's the time to show the universe and yourself how serious you are about that. Forget the old scripts about what you should have done or why something didn't work out or whether or not you're prepared. You're one of the Zodiac's biggest thinkers, and you definitely have the greatest gifts when it comes to words. Turn those gifts into strategic networking, pitching bold ideas, and manifesting the career and evolution that you've been longing for and that you know you're capable of. Release any leftover negativity and limiting beliefs. Step forward and claim the life that you've always envisioned. Over the next 4 weeks, you have a prime window to rewrite your narrative, especially when it comes to your professional world. So that way, by Aries season, the start of the astrological year, you're going to be ready and in a new flow, living the life that you desire and prepared for anything that the world throws your way. Your key phrase this Pisces season, Gemini, and for the rest of 2025 is, does this action align with the professional legacy that I'm choosing to create? Let that simple question steer your daily decisions when it comes to your professional world. If you stay aligned, this final chapter of old cycles will open into your most exciting, empowering professional era yet. This 10th house transit can bring more money, it can bring more opportunity, and it can bring more fulfillment. All you need to do is your part by choosing to do things differently. Focus on strategic solutions, not problems. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And don't get distracted by people or circumstances that only bring you down. Do that, and this will be the start of some major momentum for you, Gemini. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Pisces season, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 9th house. So Cancers, this is it. The 9th house transit, one of the best of the 12-month cycle, is a 4-week period that is all about expansion and higher learning and adventure. Think of the next 4 weeks as a time to really level up. And this 9 universal year, 2025, a year that marks a final chapter for the collective, this transit is a pivotal point for you to stretch your mind and spirit like never before. It's time to tap into your do or die energy. Not in a literal sense, clearly, but in the sense that outdated beliefs and comfort zones that you've held onto need to fall away once and for all. So the most expanded version of who you are can be born. The 9th house wants you to ask, what do I truly believe in? And how far can I truly go if I step beyond my old boundaries? And yes, I know there is a lot going on in the world right now that is very uninspiring and that's very heavy, but there's also the understanding that there's certain things that you can't do anything about in the actual moment that you're living in. So if that's the case, and when that's the case, it is important for you to say, in the midst of this madness, I'm still going to focus on the thing that I do have control over, which is my own life, and then make the decisions to create the life that you envision for yourself to the best of your ability. And then when things show up where you see that you can have an effect on the outside world and the world around you, then you can act on those things and you can be a part of a solution. But simply allowing yourself to be weighed down by the spinning chaos and the doomsday cycle of information that is swirling around us, giving that your energy is truly a waste of your time, because there's nothing that comes of that other than you feeling bad. So when there is a way that you can affect change, absolutely take that path, affect change in the most positive way that you can. But when there isn't, make sure that you are giving your energy to loving yourself and to the excitement of the life that you still have the power to create in the midst of all this chaos. Maybe you've been feeling urges to travel or to study something new or to explore a new spiritual path. Whatever it is, you know something's been nudging you to look beyond what's familiar and what's comfortable. And in a 9 universal year, the grace period is actually over. There's no more waiting on someday I'm gonna do this. Pisces season is the green light for you to dive into any new philosophies, any new experiences, or educational pursuits, anything that resonates with your soul's calling. This is where you challenge yourself to see what you're truly capable of when you put your best foot forward, Cancers. Take responsibility for every choice you make, even when things feel out of your control, like we were talking about earlier, because your reactions are always within your power. So when something feels out of your control, still take control of and responsibility for your reaction to those things, because your reactions create the ripple effect in your life. This season invites you to embrace the creative force within you, to be the cause that creates the effect. If you've reached a breaking point with stagnation, if you feel like you've had enough of the same old routines and mindset, here is your cue to shift gears and pursue what lights your spirit on fire. And this doesn't mean that you have to have the ambitions to conquer the world, become the world's next billionaire. I'm just saying whatever you truly desire, it's really time to give yourself the permission to go for that. Whatever you see as fulfillment in your life, because we only get this one life as ourselves. I do believe in reincarnation, but that's a whole nother video. We only get this one life as the person that you are right now. So why not make sure you are taking every possible step you can to create the most fulfilling version of that life? And it's a good thing to celebrate the glimpses of the feeling of the new you, but it's also really important that you ground that energy into action. The 9th house isn't just about daydreaming of faraway places. It's about expanding your worldview, breaking barriers, and connecting with experiences and people that elevate your consciousness. You can expect good fortune to be coming your way during this time, which is very exciting. You can expect new connections to be made. Keep your awareness heightened for a connection with someone that comes from a different background or a different culture than you, because if and when you come across this person, they may play a major role in your life moving forward. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. The 9th house loves a good quest. And sometimes the quest is exactly what shapes you into who you need to become. Leave behind any negativity or outdated belief systems and be ready to capitalize on the opportunities that come knocking during this 9th house transit. Over the next 4 weeks, you have the perfect setup for a major mental and spiritual shift, Cancers. One that will have you stepping into Aries season, the start of the astrological year, feeling more confident, feeling in the flow, and ready for whatever life brings your way. Your key phrase for each day of Pisces season and for the rest of 2025 is, does this choice or this belief or opportunity expand my mind and align with my soul's true purpose? Let that be your compass. Pursue what feels expansive and aligned to you. And you'll find this final chapter of the astrological year isn't an ending at all. It's the doorway to a whole new world of possibilities for you. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 8th house. So Leos, this is it. It is time for some deep soul work. In this intensely powerful 9 universal year, 2025, where we're collectively closing out old cycles, and I'm sure you have been feeling the call to shed layers and evolve in ways that might feel both exhilarating and daunting, well, now is the time to answer that call. The 8th house sun transit is about letting the outdated parts of you fall away. Let them die. Clearing space for the brilliance that you know you can embody when you dream of a life that feels truly fulfilling to you. The 8th house doesn't do anything halfway. It's about rebirth, it's about power, and sometimes facing your shadows so we can emerge stronger than ever. Ask yourself, what am I ready to release and where am I ready to invest more deeply? Whether that's with your time or your energy or your emotions, if you've been settling in any area of your life, in finances, relationships, in trust and intimacy, this transit is here to push you out of your comfort zone. It's time to tap into your hidden reserves and that Leo courage that you know you possess. Remember that you always have a choice in how you respond to life's curveballs, and life is throwing us all a lot of curveballs right now. By owning that power, you can become the catalyst that sets off a chain reaction of growth and change rather than just watching change happen around you and responding to that. And it's definitely important to celebrate the flicker of any new feeling that you have, but more importantly, it's about putting that new feeling into action. Start with the areas of your life where you feel stuck or lifeless. If you're done tiptoeing around tough conversations or avoiding deeper commitments, now is your signal to just dive in. Let the old narratives go, any limiting beliefs about intimacy or money or personal worth, and just hit the reset button. Replace them with a new narrative that matches the potential that you have now in your life. Over the next 4 weeks, you have a prime chance to make a radical shift so that by the time Aries season comes around and the new astrological year, you'll be stepping forward with more confidence and more authenticity than you ever have before. And know this, Leo, any changes made during the 8th house transit have the strongest staying power. So use any challenges or emotions or conflicts that come up during this time as windows into what needs to change in your life. Then make those changes because they will be for good. Your key phrase, Leo, for each day of this Pisces season and for the rest of 2025 is, does this choice align with the transformed version of me? Let that be your compass as you navigate the deep waters of the 8th house transit. Embrace this potent energy. Let go of what no longer serves you and watch as new doors swing open to your future. And what's on the other side of those doors will be something that truly reflects that lion-hearted spirit within you. This is just gonna set you up for a fantastic Aries season because Aries season is a great energy for you. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Leo. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is gonna be in your 7th house. So Virgos, given the fact that we are in a 9 universal year, which is all about major endings to make way for new beginnings, and we are also in Pisces season, which is the final season of the astrological year, and this energetic opening is illuminating your 7th house. This will be a 4-week period where if you are in a relationship and that relationship has been having problems that are unresolved, this will be the do or die period for that relationship. This will also be a time where if you are single and you have really been wanting to manifest love, you are likely to come across some major realizations about you and relationships. The 7th house also increases the likelihood of you meeting someone new. Now, this 4 weeks of Pisces season will also be a time where if you have any business relationships that you've been unhappy with or where you want to see some level of change, this is the time to address these issues with a high likelihood of a positive outcome. Also, if you have been working towards a goal and you've been feeling like you've been going at it alone and that it's not something that you want to go at alone, meaning you have been looking for or you would like to have a business partner or someone that assists you in the pursuit of your dreams, you are likely to manifest this connection. This Pisces season is also going to be a major shift in the relationship that you have with yourself, Virgo, meaning you have been having many realizations about life and about yourself lately, and this Pisces season is going to bring about many opportunities for you to deepen your definition of what self-love truly means and of who you are. Like understanding that on a deeper level. Understanding that self-love doesn't just mean making choices that are in your soul's best interest, but also it means the deep, genuine respect and compassion you hold for yourself, encompassing acceptance of your flaws, your strengths, and everything in between. It involves valuing your own well-being, setting healthy boundaries, and nurturing your physical, emotional, and mental needs. Through this self-love, you'll be able to recognize your inherent worth and treat yourself with some kindness and understanding. The same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. And you are an amazing friend, Virgo, so you must be that friend to yourself as well. And most of those things that I just listed, you can do pretty seamlessly, but when it comes to acceptance of your flaws, strengths, and everything in between, that's where you can have a bit of a challenge. Not with the strengths part, but with the flaws part. So during this Pisces season, make a commitment to yourself that yes, you will still hold yourself to a very high standard because that's what you do, and I appreciate that about you. That keeps you motivated to a certain degree. But when you fall short or make a mistake, give yourself the grace and understanding that as long as you are doing your best in the moment, then that's all you can do. Mistakes are one of the most effective ways that we learn lessons. And learning lessons is absolutely the best way to improve. So be excited to improve and accept the mistakes as part of that process. So overall, Virgos, this Pisces season is going to be a transformative time for you when it comes to romantic love, when it comes to business relationships, and the relationship that you have with yourself, setting you up to have a brand new perspective as we close out the astrological year and prepare for the excitement of Aries season when the new chapter and full energy of 2025 gets underway. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Virgo. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 6th house. So Libras, this 4 weeks of Pisces season is going to be a time of healing for you. I'm reminding everyone out there that this is a 9 universal year, and this is why this year has felt so intense. It's because a 9 year is a year of endings, and sometimes when things need to end, then certain things really need to be brought to light so that way they can be ended once and for all. And much of the time, things collectively get worse before they get better, but they will definitely get better. It's also important to know, especially for your Libra energy, that prioritizing your well-being mentally, physically, and spiritually has got to be at the top of your to-do list. One major way to make sure that this is the case is by editing what you expose yourself to when it comes to things that you can't do anything about. There's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now, and it is great to stay informed for sure, but not at the cost of your sanity. If you've already seen information about a plane crash today, don't sit through 5 or 10 more posts about the same plane crash. If you know you get worked up and you know you start feeling a bit down or uninspired, do not go online and take in uninspiring, frustrating, or sad information regarding scenarios that you can't do anything about. This is where self-love and your power of choice really come into play, Libra. And this Pisces sun transiting through your 6th house is the time to really restructure your daily habits in a way where things that you engage in, the daily practices, routines, and the people that you interact with, these all need to be feeding your sense of well-being. Aries season is right around the corner. And as you know, Aries season is the start of the astrological year. And you do not want to step into that season feeling exhausted and tapped out. So Libras, this is the time to reboot your health by starting or adjusting what you do in terms of your meal plan, by starting or adjusting what you do for your workout plan, and by starting or adjusting what it is that you do consistently to keep your consciousness in alignment with your soul. So whatever your spiritual practice is, whether it's meditating or walking through nature or journaling or listening to certain music and dancing, whatever it is, this definitely needs to be implemented into your new daily schedule that you're going to create for yourself during this Pisces season. Now, Pisces is also a major manifesting energy, so if you haven't been taking care of yourself, don't be surprised if some health challenges or other challenges come up. But if they do, don't worry, they are just the universe's way of helping you to get on the right track. Now, you may also have some work opportunities come up for you because 2025 is a 9-year cycle and Pisces is the last sign of this former chapter. You may have an ending come around because of this 9 energy when it comes to what you do for a living. But as scary as that can be at times, just know this is also the universe's way of helping you to get on the right path of what is right for you professionally. So overall, Libra, look at this Pisces season as a time to take care of yourself, to put your self-love program, as I like to call it, into action. That way you can be in the flow and feeling great by the time Aries season comes around. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 5th house. So Scorpio, you finally get some magic happening in your world during the next 4 weeks of Pisces season. The 5th house is the time of year where the energetic opening is meant to bring you opportunity after opportunity to remind you that life is meant to be enjoyed. That life is all about creativity and about laughter and about expressing yourself, about trying new things, and about love and romance, and about the freedom of allowing the child that lives within you to feel safe enough to explore the world through the curiosity and excitement that anything is possible. Sometimes as a Scorpio, because you feel so intensely and you see the world so clearly and so deeply, it's really hard to be lighthearted and to remain optimistic, especially with everything that's going on right now. And that's understandable, but life is about balance, Scorpio, and it's time to give yourself the permission to put some of that weight down, the weight of the world that you feel like you have been carrying on your back. You can put that down, at least for the next 4 weeks. So if you find yourself getting inspired with a creative idea, don't just let it remain an idea. act on it. If you find yourself having the urge to do something fun that has nothing to do with work or chasing your goals, then do that too. You can absolutely pursue your goals during this time, but just make sure you are having fun in the process. Now, because we are in Pisces season, you will also be feeling a bit more emotional than usual. And this is a good thing because this fifth house energy is likely to also bring you opportunities to do some healing. So if any emotions come up, do not ignore them or suppress them. Embrace them, explore them, see where they are trying to take you or what they're trying to tell you. For those of you that have been wanting to manifest love, this is a 4-week period where the opening for romantic connection is really increased, which is very exciting. For those of you that are already in a relationship, this is a time where you and your significant other may start thinking about having a kid, or if you have been thinking about it and acting on that thinking, this could be a time where that spark of life connects, which is very exciting. And if you're already a parent, this will be a time where significant experiences between you and your kids are likely to take place. If there is a project that you've been wanting to start, Scorpio, now's the time to start it, especially when the new moon in Pisces comes along on February 27th. So overall, Scorpio, this is going to be a much needed wave of good energy and even good fortune for you, where you will get an emotional boost that lends to you feeling more optimistic about the future and more at peace with the present. With this being a 9 universal year, the overall energy of the collective is definitely heavy, like we were talking about earlier. So understand the intensity of being a personality who can't just ignore everything that is going on in the world, but it's important to remind yourself to enjoy the moment as much as you possibly can. And this 4 weeks of Pisces season is just the time for you to give yourself the permission to do that. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Scorpio. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 4th house. So Sagittarius, let's step into this Pisces season knowing that it is a 9-year cycle. And the reason I keep reminding everyone of this fact is because it really helps to make sense of why everything seems so chaotic and crazy right now. Major endings give way to new major beginnings, but major endings come with some major chaos most of the time. So that being said, it will be important to absolutely do things that can affect change when it's possible. But it will be equally important to give yourself the permission to tune out at times and focus on you, on your personal world. And that is exactly what this 4 weeks of Pisces season is all about for you. Aries season is going to be a very exciting time for you and a breakout time for you, not only because it will be the beginning of the astrological year, but because it will also be in your 5th house. So use this 4th house energy of Pisces season to really reboot your energy, Sagittarius, and really get yourself grounded. By that I mean make sure that everything that you know you require in order to feel as sane as possible is in place. Because this is a 9-year, it is important to look at everything through the lens of necessary endings. So with this 4th house sun transit, what needs to end and be restructured when it comes to any of your family connections and relationships, that needs to be looked at. Once you identify what those things are, make a plan for yourself to address these issues and resolve these issues. When it comes to your living situation, if there's anything from a frustrating roommate, or if you live with your significant other and you two need to address some things, or maybe it's something as simple as just an old chair that needs to be replaced. Whatever needs tending to or adjusting or changing, now is the time. It is the end of the astrological year and you do not want to step into Aries season with any old, stale energy, especially as a Sagittarius. It's also important to remember that you and Pisces are the 2 strongest manifestors in the zodiac. And although this transit is in your 4th house, it's also important to use this Pisces energy to fantasize and feel and visualize and really embrace the energy of what you see for yourself moving forward. That way, when Aries season does come along, you will be well into bringing that vision into reality. So overall, Sagittarius, look at this Pisces season as a time to slow down, take a breather, and within that phase of breathing and rebooting, make sure to define what needs to go, what needs to be resolved, and what it is you want to attract into your world as 2025 really gets underway. So a bit of a vacation from the madness, but some priorities to tend to. So that way you can keep that fiery Sagittarius energy of yours burning strong. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your third house. And as we start this process, I want you to remember that 2025 is a 9-year cycle. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that this means the overall energy is about major endings in order to make way for new beginnings. That's the energy of 2025. Also keep in mind that Pisces is the 12th sign of the Zodiac and the ending of the astrological year. And it's also the most powerful manifesting season of the year. So all of that being said, with this ending energy being in your third house, the biggest thing for you to focus on in terms of maximizing this energy is to make the 4 weeks of Pisces season the time where you finalize down to the last detail your plan for 2025. This way, as Pisces season comes to a close and you step into Aries season, the start of the astrological year, you will be in alignment with the rhythm of the universe. The thing is, this third house ignites your creativity and your mental sharpness and your ability to sift through information and details and formulate new ideas and understandings. So what better time to really ask yourself, what do you see for yourself? And how do you plan on manifesting that into reality? It will also be extremely important to not give into distractions. One of the challenges of a third house transit is dealing with the fact that so much will be going on. So if you know something is going to distract you, if you know it's going to be a distraction, then just say no. Redirect your focus. And this can be a distraction, like something that's momentarily pleasurable, but you know has no real value in your life. Or it could be a conflict with someone, like a family member or anyone really in your life. If something like this shows up and there's a solution to a problem, great, communicate your way to the solution and the problem solved. That would be time well spent. However, if you know when a conflict arises that the conflict is being born out of point proving, or if you know there is no solution, then the next step is you saying no to the engagement. You have the choice when it comes to what you give your energy to and what you don't. And it takes two people to have a conflict. So keep this in mind as you are navigating this third house transit. Pisces energy is a very positive energy for you, Capricorn, but it can also have the influence of taking you off track if you allow it to. So instead of allowing it to take you off track, allow it to help you tap into the positive influence it has, which is giving you a 4-week period where you are thinking outside of your usual Capricorn brain, which is a very efficient brain, by the way, but it is always nice to embrace new ideas. And during this 4-week period, if you stay open and you stay focused on the right things, you can really get some major inspiration that could change the course of your life, Capricorn, which is very exciting. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Capricorn. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your second house. So Aquarius, get ready, because with the sun transiting your second house, you're stepping into a whole new chapter where what you value, where the ideas and connections that you have to pull from and your sense of self-worth will all be taking on a new meaning for you. And in this 9 universal year of 2025, where we're collectively closing out old cycles, it's time for you to rewrite your narrative around abundance and security once and for all. This energy may feel intense, but remember, intensity is a sign that you're standing at the threshold of meaningful transformation. While Pisces season signals the final chapter for many, this phase for you is all about establishing the foundation that will propel you forward. Consider this your green light to get crystal clear about what you truly value when it comes to your talents, when it comes to your relationship with finances, and your money mindset, your self-esteem, and the tangible goals that you want to manifest in the coming months. Coming right after your season and stepping into the new you, it is now time to establish certain foundational beliefs and perspectives for the new you. This second house transit is calling on you to step up and decide which parts of your self-worth are you ready to elevate. What old financial narratives and limiting beliefs about your earning potential or outdated definitions of success need to be released. It is a do or die moment, Aquarius, though not in a literal sense. Rather, it's the death of any hesitation that you've had about knowing and claiming your true value. Embrace the creative power that lies in your choices, in your actions, and how you respond to life's curveballs. And life has been throwing us a lot of curveballs lately. Look at the areas of your life where you've had enough of just getting by. Are you ready to upgrade your professional status or launch that side hustle or finally invest in something that aligns with your future vision? Those nudges that you've been feeling, those persistent thoughts that you deserve more, they're not random. They're your inner compass pointing you toward greater stability and greater abundance. And absolutely celebrate any momentum that you have of self-realization, but more importantly, put it into action. If you've been telling yourself, I'm worthy of more, now's the time to show yourself that you are. Align your daily habits, relationships, and financial decisions with that upgraded sense of self-worth. By doing so, you'll magnetize the experiences that you have, and you'll actually call in new experiences rather than repeating old, tired patterns. Aquarius, you know better than anyone how to tap into radical, forward-thinking energy. With Aries season right around the corner and the start of the astrological year, it is the perfect time to set yourself up with strong foundations. If you honor this second house transit by prioritizing what truly matters to you and bravely letting go of what doesn't, you'll be stepping into Aries season with an unshakable confidence, ready for both the expected and the unexpected twists that 2025 is very likely to bring our way. This is such an important time for you to lay a strong foundation of new beginnings in this area of your life, Aquarius. So whatever shows up for you during this 4-week period, both good or challenging, know that it is in your soul's best interest, and it is the universe's way of doing its part to help you to get on the right track and stay in the flow. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Pisces season, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces, it is finally here. Your season, one of my favorite seasons, by the way. And I want to wish all of you incredibly intelligent, intuitive, compassionate, spiritually connected Pisces out there. A rebirth that brings you blessings, abundance, connection, inspiration, good times, and most of all, love. Now, when the sun shifts into Pisces, for you, this will be in your first house. So Pisces, this is it. Aquarius season was the final chapter for you, and I'm sure you have been feeling that. 2025 has been a very intense year so far, because as a 9 universal year, which also means the final chapter for the collective, this rebirth season in your first house is a pivotal point for you. It is a time for you to really pull out the do or die energy. And when I say die, I obviously do not mean that literally, but I do mean that all of the things that you know about yourself that are the most promising parts of who you are, the you that you know you can be when you think of your potential and when you dream of a life of fulfillment, that person that lives within that vision, that is who you need to allow to be reborn during your season. With the way the world is transforming due to this 9-year energy, the grace period is over, meaning it's time to challenge yourself to truly see what you are capable of when you put your best foot forward, when you take responsibility for everything in your life, even the things that are out of your control. Because remember, we still always have the choice in terms of how we respond to the things that are outside of our control. And those responses and those choices are the root cause and effect of everything in your life. And everything in life is cause and effect. So it's time to embrace the creative power that you have within and give yourself permission to be the cause in your life, so that way you can be excited about the effects that you create. This all starts with you identifying what areas that you are ready to change. Where have you had enough and you know you are not willing to go one step further unless you see some improvement? Those areas are your priority right now. Yes, it is important to celebrate any new energy that you're feeling, which is fantastic, but it's so important to take action, to create a new reality that reflects the new you, a reflection of who you see yourself as now, a reflection of what you believe you are capable of, a reflection of what you will not put up with in your life, as well as what you call into existence in the form of experiences that you want to have, experiences that you are excited about. You and Sagittarius are the two most powerful manifestors of the Zodiac, Pisces. So now is the time for you to really show yourself what you are capable of. Forget the narratives and negative experiences from the past. Leave any negative energy or belief systems behind and be ready to capitalize on the opportunities that await you. You have the perfect opportunity to make a major shift during this 4-week period. So that way, when Aries season comes around, the start of the astrological year will begin, and you will be stepping into that energy, feeling confident, feeling in the flow, living the life that you desire, and ready for anything that shows up, expected or unexpected, challenging or energizing. Your key phrase, Pisces, for each day of your season and each day of the rest of 2025 is, what is in alignment with my soul's true desires and purpose today? Go in that direction, and this will be your most exciting rebirth season yet. You can expect new opportunities. You can expect new relationships to potentially manifest. You can absolutely expect to see some manifesting and momentum when it comes to the things that you have been working on. But more than anything, you're going to see a reflection of what's going on inside. So if there's anything that you don't like that you see, just know all that needs to change is your belief system or your perspective that's connected to what it is that you are seeing. So if you see something that is out of alignment with what you truly believe you are capable of, then ask yourself, what belief system do I have that is out of alignment with the reality that I know I want to experience? The answer to that question is going to be what needs to die. And then the belief system that does align with what you want to see, that's going to be what's reborn when you have this rebirth season of yours. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy birthday and happy Pisces season, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. What to expect overall during this Pisces season from February 18th to March 20th. So let's stay focused on making the choices that lead to the actions that support your truth and will assist you in manifesting the things that you desire and definitely deserve. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.